morning from sunny Scotland. Oh my god, there's a deer. I don't know if you can see that, but there was a deer that just ran across the road. That was absolutely crazy. So yeah, good morning from sunny Scotland and from the deer. It's race week. The Great Manchester Run is this Sunday. I'm doing the half marathon distance and I'm so excited. It'll be my third half marathon race. And I think I'm going to go for a PB. Might as well, why not? I just hope it's not as warm as this come Sunday. This is just going to be one of those weeks that I thought I'd like to document because I think it's going to be really fun. And I'm just going to show what I do, what workouts, what runs I do, all the stretching and foam rolling I do, all the build up and excitement for race day. So yeah. That's my easy run done, 7 kilometers. However, it didn't feel easy whatsoever because it is so hot today. I really hope it's not this warm on race day because it'll be tough work if it is. So it's Wednesday evening and I just did my speed session for the week. I went to my run club and instead of doing 5 kilometer paces, I was doing half marathon and 10 kilometer paces. So it's a little bit easier. It was a good stretch to the legs. My legs feel quite sore. I did a lot of hills last weekend and I think that might be why. I'm just getting really excited about Sunday, to be honest. The more I think about it, I think it'll be a really good day. And I just hope that it doesn't rain. I think every clip of this is just going to be me begging to the weather gods for the weather to be good. So fingers crossed. Okay, it's Thursday night. I'm just home from work and I thought I'd talk through a little bit more about what my goals are for this weekend and also the plan for the next couple of days. It feels really weird to not be running tonight. Normally I'd run 4 times a week, but I'm forcing myself to take it easy for the next couple of days. I ran last night at Run Club. Tonight I'm going to do some foam roll stretching and then I'm going to do park run on Saturday morning as a shakeout, and then obviously Sunday is race day. So this is only my 3rd half marathon race. I've done a lot of half marathons while training for Belfast and Manchester Marathon. However, race atmosphere, it's completely different and I always run so much quicker in a half marathon in a race, much quicker than I think I can go. So in October I think I ran a 1:38 half marathon, which is so quick. I actually don't know how I did it and my fitness has improved since then, but I don't feel like I'm in a 1:38 shape. My watch does. I actually just discovered that my Garmin gives me a predicted time and it thinks, actually I'll get it up. My Garmin thinks that I could do a half marathon in 1:35.19. My Garmin also thinks I can do a 20-minute 5k though, and I cannot, so I think it's a bit ambitious. However, I think I'm gonna go for it because why not? It's just for fun. If I don't get my goal, it's totally fine. I do feel like I'm in good shape and I should be really well rested by Sunday, so I think I'm just gonna go for it. I think I'm gonna go out at a 4:40 pace, see if I feel good, and if I feel good, I'll go quicker. If not, I'll just try and maintain that and try and match my effort from October. Very excited. It's quite nice to not feel nervous for a race because I know exactly what to expect. And worst comes to worst, I can slow down. So yeah, it should be good fun. I'll show you the stretches I'm doing. This is my holy trinity of stretching tools. It's a bit of a random bunch. First up we have this foot roller. When I first got this, it was so painful to use. However, now my feet are accustomed, it feels like the best thing ever. So I love using that for my feet. Okay, I'm just back from my shakeout run. I did Peel Park Run. It was really fun, took it nice and easy. And I'm finally going to show you what I do for stretching and foam rolling because I got distracted the other day and never properly showed you. So I use a good old foam roller. I've had this for years, and I use my foot roller, which you've already seen. Recently I've started using a tennis ball because I found that if you use it on your glutes, it really helps relieve any tightness. For what stretches I do, I follow this YouTube video that I found when my back was really sore. I'll put a picture of it here. I found it really good, so I just do some stretches from that, some foam rolling, and then sit on a tennis ball. And that does the trick. I just realised it was really hard to see anything I was just doing, but that YouTube video shows it all. I think as long as you're stretching and doing what feels good for you, you're absolutely fine. I'm just walking to the start line now for the Great Manchester Half. Luckily the rain's put up so far. I'm so excited.
Go on, Nick!
excuse the state of me, but I'm back home, I've eaten, and I'm here with my medal, and I am so proud of this one. I really found today difficult. I enjoyed the overall day, but the actual running I found so tough. I know it's a flat course, but my Strava's told me it's a flat course. Everyone says it's a flat course. I felt every single incline. In the first half, it was actually quite rainy and windy, and where I wasn't very crowded, so it meant that anytime I was kind of exposed to the elements, I really felt like I was running into the wind or into the rain, which just made it a bit tougher. But the second half, then the sun came out and then I felt way too hot, so I'm never happy basically. I had really good support out on the course. My friends, my partner, my running club were out. I got to see loads of people. That was really nice. The course is kind of quiet on the two out and back sections, but then in that main section, there's really the main central section, you get a lot of crowds which really carry you. There was loads of entertainment on the course. There was bands, choirs, there was 2 karaoke stations, one with drag queens, which was really entertaining. And what I didn't realise about the race is that you actually go over like the pedestrian bridge at the Etihad, like the Manchester City Stadium. I did not know that, and so when I was approaching it, I was just thinking, oh my god, I hate running over that bridge. It's such a hill and it's slippy, and I just didn't know. And then I got so disorientated when I came down the other side of that bridge. I saw all these crowds, people like struggling up a hill, and I was thinking, oh my god, I have to go down this section and back up this hill. I was getting so confused, and I'd already done that section, I'd already done that hill, and I was just so disorientated. I don't know why it really threw me off, but it was the best feeling ever to realise, oh, I've already done that hill, and I'm not going to have to do it again. So yeah, that was quite good. There was some really nice moments throughout the race. There was these 2 guys I was running behind for most of the race. They were just the best vibe ever. They spoke to everybody. I couldn't catch my breath. I was really digging in deep for that one, and they were chatting to every person. They spoke to every spectator. They sang along with every entertainment, and I didn't even speak to them on the course, but afterwards, just because I'd been in their corner, they came up to me and went, oh, great running, by the way, like, you did so well out there. And I was like, you just carried me through. Like, that was another reason why I didn't want to stop, is because I knew I'd lose them, because they were such good entertainment and such good distraction. I also met a girl after the finish line who was lovely, and we took each other's pictures at the finish line, and that was really nice. And it's just moments like that which make the race day even more special. Manchester, I just love seeing Manchester when it's so busy and the crowds are out and the atmosphere is so good. So yeah, it was really wholesome. But I did find it very hard. My plan was to go out at a 4-minute 40-second kilometre pace and see if I could try and up that in the second half. But I just hung on to that pace as much as I could, and I'm really proud of myself for holding on to it, because it was so difficult. Just physically, my legs were sore and tight. I just didn't have any more in me. I'm really glad that I left everything out there. I feel like I really gave it my all, so that was really good. Time wise, it was 1 hour 38 minutes and 6 seconds, which I think is quicker than my previous PB, which I ran at the Manchester half in October. I definitely enjoyed the one in October a bit more, and I think maybe it's slightly flatter, I'm not sure, but maybe it's the weather, I have no idea. But I'm very glad to have matched the time. I think that is just my max PB time, like for half marathon. I don't think I can go much quicker than that. I think that's, there's 2, I've done 2 now, they're within 30 seconds of each other, that's it, that's the time I'm going to get. So I don't feel any pressure or any desire to sign up to any half marathons, I think, for the rest of the year. Definitely give a bit of a break from road races. I love them, but I think I'm just going to try some new stuff for the rest of the year, and do something different. But yeah, really glad I did it, really enjoyed, would recommend. It was such a well organised event. Before it even started the race in St. Peter's Square, there was all these stalls handing out freebies. So before the race started, I had free gels, electrolytes, deodorant. Actually, I'll go get my bag and I'll do a haul, 1 second. Okay, so yeah, there was so many freebies. Before the race started, my friend got some during the race, and then afterwards we went back and I got even more. So first up, this is the sign that my friend made me. It was so easy to spot. One thing, I love reading signs as you're running a race, but some people use like a biro pen on cardboard and you can't read it at all. This, like, you're not missing that at all. It made me laugh so much when I first saw it that I nearly forgot to take my gel off of work, because it's so good. You get this finisher's bag at the end and you get your t-shirt, your medal, water, and loads of freebies. I've just put all my freebies in here, so I'll just give you a haul of everything I've got throughout the day. This is the finisher's t-shirt, very loud purple, love it, very Manchester themed. I got, I think, at least 5 mini deodorants. Big up Mitchum, love Mitchum deodorant, it is the best one out there and it's so expensive. I have 3 roll-ons, 1 spray, and I know for a fact there's another one in here, so yep. Another spray, another roll-on, 6 deodorants, 7 deodorants. That's awful. What I'm thinking is I'll never have to buy deodorant again, and I'm gonna put one like in my car, one in my work bag, one in my purse. I'm gonna smell great. As always, alcohol-free beer. I got a coffee. I don't drink coffee, but that's fine. I got loads of electrolytes. Let me try and get all the electrolytes. Loads of sachets of electrolytes, which I'm really happy with. I got another gel. This is the best thing ever. Bath salts. I have a bag of bath salts. I cannot wait. An Epsom muscle soak bath salt. I cannot wait to use this in the bath. Like, well done, Manchester. I feel like that is the best bag of freebies you could ever get. And then you get the wee bag as well. Yep, I have more electrolytes. So yeah, really generous. Loved that all the sponsors were there and they get handed out so much. So yeah, I probably would recommend the race overall. It's cool to run on roads that you'd never normally run on in Manchester. I loved running on the ring road, as empty as it was, because that is so cool. When else do you get to run on roads like that? It was really, really cool. Yeah, we also stayed behind and watched other people finish and watched the women's, men's and masses do the 10 kilometers, and that was really cool. I just find it so cool living in Manchester. Like, that's on my doorstep. I just walked out the house today, went and did that half marathon, and then walked home again. And all that excitement and all that buzz is literally on my doorstep. It feels like I'm in the middle of it. In the British Champs, I also got to see Ben is running, who I love. And I was like, I just love that people come here, because Manchester does all these cool events and it brings cool people here. I just love living in Manchester, and days like this just remind me how much I love living in Manchester. Well done to anyone that did any races today. I hope everyone really enjoyed it, and you should be so proud of yourself, because doing a race is just a great achievement. Like, setting yourself a goal, going out and doing it, you should be so proud. Thanks so much for watching. That's my race recap.